I love working out and I love exercise. I have, since I can remember, I think going back to 12 years old, I can remember exercise was a regular part of my life. And then my 40s hit. The things that I had been doing my whole life, they were not keeping me in the shape that I wanted to be in. My health, I felt like it was going downhill. I was gaining weight. I just didn't feel good. And it was very frustrating. I knew that I was going to figure it out. I didn't know how hard it was going to be, if it was going to be too hard. I didn't know what types of changes I was going to have to make, but I knew I was going to figure it out. And then about a year ago, things just clicked. All of the research I had been doing, all the videos I had watched, all the diets, all the exercise plans that I have tried, I had this moment where everything felt like too much. It shouldn't be this complicated. I shouldn't have to buy all these different supplements. I shouldn't have to work out like crazy. I shouldn't have to buy expensive special foods. It just was not sitting right with me. I got sick, and I think I was sick for about 3 weeks, just a virus, but it hung on. And I was so mad at myself for not setting myself up, putting myself in a situation where my immune system was healthy. Like I was just, I knew part of it was my fault. And it was then that I decided to just kind of, with a clean slate, try something different, just a little more basic, a little simpler than all of the other things that I have tried. So I want to share these things with you. I want to share what I've learned. I want to share what I think might help you too. I am not a professional, but I am a woman who has really spent a significant portion of her life in exercise and health as a hobby, and have finally just figured out what works for me. So I'm going to start by sharing the 3 lifestyle factors. 3 lifestyle factors that I know I have to pay attention to continue to be the fittest version of myself as I finish out my 40s and move into my 50s. 1, the quality of food that I eat matters. 2, the amount of food that I eat matters. And 3, the way that I exercise matters. So these 3 factors, I know I have to focus on these. I know if I focus on these, I'm going to be moving in the right direction. But more importantly than these factors that I know are going to help me stay on the path to the healthiest, best version of myself as I move forward, is my mentality and my habits. If you're struggling with being happy with your health, I would suggest trying to ask yourself if your mentality is right. My mentality is so important. My habits are so important when it comes to me being able to stay on track from a health standpoint. If I don't believe that I can do it, I'm not going to do it. If I don't spend time building the habits that are going to get me to where I need to be, I'm not going to get there. I think it starts with just acknowledging our human nature, looking at it really truthfully. We are the ones that have the full power to change. We're the ones that can really, we can change anything about our lifestyle that we want to change. Yet we tend not to do it. We find excuses. We find something or someone else to blame. I think that when you finally just stop doing that, when you say, I'm the only one that I have to blame for not being where I want to be, and I'm the only one that has the power to change the things that have gotten me where I am. Once you finally admit that, and once you truly believe that, that's when you're going to be able to start moving toward the person you want to be. So what's your pull? What my pull is, I can see myself. I have a vision of myself 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I want to be the grandma that is active with her grandkids. I want to be able to play with them. I want to be able to take them outside. I can see myself. I can see who I want myself to be. I read a book called Atomic Habits a few years ago. Loved that book. It's a great book. I've used that to help build habits, to tweak habits, to put me on the road that I know I want to be, to move forward and to become the healthiest version of myself. The concept is, you take your already existing daily routine and you just make small changes, or you insert small new healthy habits. That way it doesn't feel like this huge daunting task. You can approach it with small steps, as small as you want. You can get the ball rolling, and then you can start making real change by staying consistent. So I would say start by just being really honest with yourself, taking full responsibility, knowing you have the power to become the fittest version of yourself. Once you're there, you're going to feel so motivated, inspired by just knowing that you have the control, that once you start implementing the factors that will get you that healthy lifestyle, it's just going to be so easy. It's going to be a lot easier than it is when you're not taking full responsibility, or when you're looking for some reason why you're not where you want to be, or you're looking for somebody to blame.